You are not unfortunate. Things have just changed. So, guys, I applied to like 19 jobs today, and good. Things have changed so much, and I just thought that I should make this video to bring you up to speed about everything that I learned applying for 19 remote jobs and where I found them, what I've learned, what is the best platform, what is working, what is not working, and yeah, all of the lessons that I have learned and what you can do to apply these lessons into your own job search. So dive into the let's dive into the video. So first of all, I found these jobs on Upwork, LinkedIn, and Google, and one ATS. I saw one on ATS. Okay, let me just say these three platforms. So Upwork, Google, and LinkedIn. So that's where I found all of the jobs that I applied for. I actually wanted to apply for more jobs, but I wasn't seeing as much job as I would naturally, and at the same time I didn't want to spend my whole day just applying for jobs, and I had to prepare to apply for the job and all of that. So question number one is what platform is the best to find jobs? I can say that Google, searching on Google like is the best platform to actually get a large number of remote jobs. Why? Because you can search and it allows you to do volume. So when I mean volume, like you can have access to as many jobs as possible. But I'll also talk about the downside. So the method I use, instead of just searching randomly on Google, like hiring content writer like I did and I go and landed my first remote job. This time around I use keywords. So because I'm looking for a writing position, I just looked at an article, like a topic that I've written on before, so that I can send a sample that is related. So I wanted everything to go like pretty fast. So I searched for instance, hiring, how to find a remote job. So every website, every brand, anywhere that kind of article has been published before, I'm going to see a link to that. So I just open all of the links in a new tab and check out the website. I'll go to their career page. If they're hiring, I will apply. If they're not hiring, I'll send them an email. If I find their contact, send them an email. If I go to LinkedIn, they are not being active, I just delete that one and move on to the next. So this is why this, like, the keywords are inexhaustible. So as much keywords, related keywords, questions, you can just keep going deep, but you don't want to go into the rabbit hole. Like it's very big, like it's wide. You can see as many jobs as possible. And the good thing that this is a nice way to get jobs from the company's career page. Yeah. So that's why I say Google is like the best way to do this. But the downside is some of these jobs, they might have posted them on their career pages like a year ago, a few months ago, and you don't know. So that's why you can also use the filter on Google, the tools, and filter like some one that we just updated 24 hours ago and all of that. And I also use a tool, I use Wayback Machine to check, okay, if this job is on this company's career page, when was this page last updated, and I'll get all of this data before I can apply so I don't waste my time. So the second one is Upwork. So I think I applied to just two jobs on Upwork because I don't have Connect, and I don't know, I don't just like buying Connect on Upwork. So I just accumulate my Connect and just use it whenever I can, because there are other ways I can still find jobs. So I went to Upwork and I saw this job. It was a copywriting job, like website copy. So what I did was I didn't just go straight into applying like every other person would. So I decided to do a little experiment. So I want to create a structure for like what I feel like is a framework for creating a website copy, like with all of the codes, like everything that should be and the reasons for that and all of that. So I did this design on Canvas sheet and I decided to send it to the person that posted this job. So the first few sentences, I just said, hi, I created this free framework, copy, website copy, landing page framework. You can check it out and let me know what you think about it. Like just 2 lines, 3 lines. And my proposal was viewed. So, and this person clicked on the link, and the link asked that this person is requesting access to my file. So I was able to get this person's Gmail. So if I want to follow up or upsell, that would be a great point for me to start. So that is just a good part. But aside from that, the person viewed this link and viewed my. So that was the first job I applied for. So the application actually got viewed. So what am I saying? If you are going to be working, if you want to be using Upwork, I will always advise that you do something, create something on Google Doc. Just create a link and say, "Oh, I did this. Check it out." That will give your proposal like an edge over every other person. Instead of just saying, "Oh, I have 5 years experience." Yeah, this is actionable. Oh, I did this. Check it out. Let me know what you think. Do you have an adjustment? What does your project like? How do you want to approach this with your project? Like that is a more actionable, practical way to go about it. So I'm not really pushing on Upwork because most of the gigs on Upwork, some of them are low paying, and I'm not interested in all of that for now. But I did that and I got that, so I was like, oh, this actually works. But this is, you don't always or just do this for Upwork. You do this to every job that you're applying for, not every job. So I would advise that you apply to like 10 jobs per day, no, but do this for your top two jobs. Do this for your top two jobs. When I was creating this structure, this file on Canva, I did like really, really tailor it to one particular job so that I can use this for like other jobs that are related to copywriting. You understand? So that we have to manage our energy. So that was one thing that I noticed, you know, with the whole Upwork stuff. And this strategy, I call it the up above and beyond strategy. So you want to do something, this thing works. So if you're also applying, like there's an application from us also applying for regular jobs, you should try to do this. Always make them, the goal is to build curiosity, make them click on something so that they can engage. Okay, what did you do this? Request that, just make them take a step further. That is just you go. Then you can now have a chat or upsell them. That is the strategy. The strategy is not for you to say hire me at that point. Like I learned this when I was learning about sales. This strategy actually works. I'm giving you this tip for work for free. So another thing is the job market is changing. Like the remote job market is changing. I actually thought I was going to apply to like 30 jobs, but I didn't really see jobs. So it just shows me. And previously, before I started applying, I was seeing a lot of jobs, even on my LinkedIn feed. I was seeing cool jobs everywhere. But the day I decided, okay, let me apply, like the jobs flew away. So it just shows that there are peak times and down times. And I've noticed this working for a recruitment company. So you want to take advantage of the peak times, like the times that there are a lot of jobs, you want to take advantage of that time and apply. Then the times that there are lower jobs, also still apply. So it gives you a chance. The thing is that landing a job is a numbers game. So the more jobs you apply for, the higher your chances of actually landing this job. And what I can say, I actually know that things are changing. The gig economy is changing. AI has disrupted everything. So some of these digital skills are like going down. The prices that you get before are being reduced. Like I'm seeing content like article pricing for $5, $3. Like this is crazy. Like I was even checking out virtual assistant gigs and I'm seeing $3 per hour. Like things are going crazy. What I will advise you that's watching this video is try to start creating content about what you do, because things are changing and community is growing now. So it's always important to build community around your interests, what you believe. It may not even be about anything about your career. It may just be your what you really enjoy, what you believe, and all of that. I think that is a thing now. And another thing is you have to stack up skills, like picking your skill, like individual skill. Like I'm looking for a writer. Some of them will actually want to hire a marketing strategist or a content strategist rather than just hiring just a single writer. Do you understand? So like skills are being stacked up. So if you are a graphic designer, they'll want to hire maybe a brand specialist or a brand designer or a product designer. So that way this graphic design, video editing, everything, like the more skills you stack up, the more marketable it is. Like picking up, because of AI, everything is being disrupted. So the more you can deliver, the higher your chances of actually landing this job and selling yourself during an application. So if you are a social media manager, you must know, like having knowledge of copywriting is a plus, video editing, graphics, like all of those stuff, like stacking up your skills, like that is what is happening now. Like like the gig economy is dying and it's painful, but that is just the truth and we can't deny. So last but not the least, I was able to also compile all of the jobs that I applied for in a sheet so that I know what is working. So if I didn't hear. But if I get a rejection email, I'm going to, okay, this one I've gotten a rejection email, this one I'm being ghosted, this one I've written a test article and I'm waiting for them to hear back, so that you can follow up. Like, I can't even underestimate the power of follow up. So you can just follow up and everything changes. Like, you might not even know that you can get the job, but once you follow up, it just like, nudges the employer to take the right step. And I use my remote job starter pack to, like, organize this whole job process thingy, so that, oh, these are the jobs I apply for, these are the dates, these are the ones I'm interviewing for, like all of those detail. I just use it to arrange all of that. So if you want to do the same thing too, I'll put the link to the remote job starter pack in the description box so that you can go grab it. Like, seriously, this is very helpful, because when it comes to like applying for remote jobs every day, there are a lot of methods. You cannot say, oh, I just want to do Google, or I just want to do ATS. So, and all of this method, I listed them in this template so that you can use it, and tick the one that you've used. It allows you to do volume. So it's with all of these different methods that you can actually sum it up and do like 20 jobs, apply to 20 jobs a day, apply to 30 jobs a day. So these are the things that I've learned. So if you're just starting out now, try to stack up your skills and try to learn the remote job. Like, put in more effort and do this as soon as possible, because things are changing. I feel like it's going to even get more difficult by the way, as things progress. I'm not trying to scare you, but that's the truth. It was easier a few years ago, but now there are more people, competition is tougher. Then there's AI. So everything is changing. So yeah, I hope you found this video interesting. Like, what have you noticed about the whole remote job landscape? What have you done? What is just your experience? Let's continue this conversation in the comment section below. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next video.